Not too long ago, I was so bored and I didn't really have things to do in-game until I started having little to-do lists for Final Fantasy XIV. It may sound silly that I have little to-do lists for a game like this, but it really does help me a lot when I'm trying to find fun things to do in-game to fill my time. I know I probably may not have been playing the game long enough to actually have this video make any sense to a lot of the veteran raiders out there, but as a fairly new raider myself, I'd like to share what I think would be a great idea to all new raiders to be who are struggling to find things to do while waiting for a new patch. I do have two versions of this video, so be sure to subscribe to my channel for the other video to be released in due time. So without further ado, let's start this video off with my 4 fun tips for newbie raiders or even upcoming raiders to do while you're waiting for a new patch. So as I've started to become more active in the raiding scene, I've learned a few things that have helped me grow as an independent player without having to rely on anyone to help me do my bidding. I remember not being able to rely on my own self to make my own set of gear before I started raiding in 5.2, and a friend of mine had to craft me my entire Neo-ish Guardian set pieces just so I could do a little bit more DPS during a raid. So there are 2 beast tribes that I will highly focus on completing their quests on a daily basis are the Pixies and also the Dwarf tribes. The Pixies will reward you with combat material once you've obtained high enough reputation with them, which is very useful if you aren't a fan of doing anything else in the game. The tokens that you get from the Pixies can then be used to buy combat materials, which you can then use to pentamelt your crafted gear, or you can just buy all the materia and then just sell it on the market board and get a little bit of profit over there as well. Your pentamelted combat gear pieces would need 3 materia 8s and 2 materia 7s, which therefore I'd say doing your Pixies on a daily basis to get you some materia would be of great value to new and upcoming raiders. This method is especially useful in my opinion because if you're always broke like me, and you're not willing to spend millions of gil just to get yourself some materia to melt into your set pieces, beast tribes can help a whole ton. So the other beast tribe that I would normally focus on a lot for endgame raiding content is my dwarf tribes. But why the dwarf tribes though? Well, it's simply because I want to be an independent pentamelted omnicrafter who needs nobody to help me to craft my gear for whenever a new patch comes around. Hallelujah! Just like the pixie beast tribes, the dwarves will also reward you with a set of material that you can technically buy them for free, but you'll just have to do your quests on a daily basis to get yourself the dwarf tokens. Being able to get your own materials will indeed prepare you to be on your way to be a fully pentamelted crafter just like me, who would be able to start crafting your own gear pieces when the new raiding set drops each new tier. Being a crafter can create so many wonders for you as a new and upcoming raider because then you'd be able to save so much gil from spending on food, potions, or even gear pieces themselves. I would totally recommend you start doing your beast tribe quests because it really won't take you more than 5 to 10 minutes to complete these 2 tribes only because of how easy they all are. So what are you waiting for? Go start doing your beast tribe quests every single day to get yourself prepared for each raid tier before it drops. Crafting is one of those things you could do in game to either get yourself a lot of profit or to save yourself the time and money from having to repair your gear or even buy your gear pieces. An omnicrafter slash gatherer can garner you quite a lot of profit if you're very active in whatever you do as a crafter and a gatherer. So if you're interested to level up your gatherers and your crafters super fast, I have 2 videos that will guide you to power level all your disciples of the hand and your disciples of the land with minimum amount of effort and brain cells used, but a lot of time spent on trying to get it done. I'll link the video in the description below, so be sure to go check them out. So if you're looking to save yourself whatever last penny you have, being a crafter yourself would definitely help you progress early whenever the new raid tier is live on the servers. So go do your homework and start leveling your crafters and gatherers while we're waiting for the new raid tier. Eden's Verse was my very first raiding tier, and I have to say it was one hell of a ride for me. I've been able to meet so many great players from the North American data centers that were big inspirations to me to get better at the game. I enjoy playing Summoner a lot, and it has been my main class since the first near raid came that I started having fun in. I've been playing Summoner for quite a while that I was confident I'd make it my main class for Eden's Verse. But after clearing Eden's Verse, I took an interest in wanting to know what tanking was like, since I did want to take a break from playing a DPS for a bit and try tanking. So the next suggestion that I think is fun to do while you're waiting for a new patch is to take the time that you have after clearing the current tier to practice alt classes. Taking the time I had while waiting for the new patch to drop, I actually reprogged the entire of Eden's Verse as a tank in Party Finder for 2 months, just to get the hang of what it felt like to play as a tank and what sort of mindset and mentality a tank player would have. The upside about practicing an alt class is the fact that it can make you into a very flexible player if you're looking to fill a party that needs a specific role. So if you're looking to fill those parties when a new tier drops, having at least 2 roles that you know how to play confidently will help your progression rate. Keyword, confidently. Please do not ever bring a class that you barely know or even do not know how to play in a savage group that is either looking to clear or re-clear. Like, I know I don't pay your subs to tell you what to do, but it's common courtesy to bring your best into these raids just so you don't end up being on anyone's blacklist or end up making them label you as a bad player just because you brought a conjurer into a savage raid that you don't know how to play. Alright, last but not least, my favorite thing to do while I'm waiting for a new patch is to attend the hunt trains. Now, I know a lot of people may think I'm crazy for thinking that hunt trains are fun, but hey, if you're a new raider and if you don't like doing roulettes, hunt trains can provide you a lot of value. The reason why I love these hunt trains so much is mainly because it gives me these clusters that would allow me to buy combat materia 8s and 7s. These materials, as I've mentioned before, will be needed for my new Pentacrafted set that I will be getting immediately when the new tier drops. You can get approximately 10 clusters per train if you stay till the end of the session, and each train can go from 20 to 30 minutes depending on how many people are on board the train. So hunt trains are definitely my #1 go-to activity when I'm feeling super lazy and when I'm really not in the mood to do any of my roulettes to get myself some free clusters. Not to mention, these hunt trains will give you some poetics and also some allegory if you're looking to cap them every week. Another reason why I love hunt trains so much is because that these mini bosses take a while to kill, and I like that I can use them as practice dummies to practice another class's rotation. I've been having a lot of fun with Dark Knight, and the only few times I've been able to practice my rotations are on these bosses when I'm on a train, or doing EX trials, or just bashing a practice dummy on my own. I've really just been too lazy to do anything else because I'm just waiting for 5.4 to drop, and the most fun thing for me to do right now is a quick hunt train so I can just try out a new class. So that is all for my video for this episode. Those are typically my 4 favorite things for me to do while I'm waiting for a new patch. I know some of this may not be the best advice or relevant to some others, but I do hope that this video would help prepare new players for the new rating tier. 5.4 is about to come soon, and I hope you're all as hype as I am, so go do your homework, go have fun, go farm those materials, whether you want to sell it or use it. Go enjoy your time in the game, and I'll see you guys in 5.4. I do have another episode coming, and it's actually from a non-raider's perspective. So if you're a non-raider, and if you don't like raiding at all, and if you want to know when the video goes live, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, or you can just go join my Discord channel to get immediate updates. I'll be leaving all the relevant links down in the description box below, so be sure to go check them all out. My Discord channel is a relatively small one, but I really do welcome new, returning, and also veteran players into my social circle anytime, any day. So what are you waiting for? Go have fun, go farm all your materials, and I'll see you guys in 5.4.